2 months ago, I beat the world record for Potion Craft, finishing the game in 2 hours and 10 minutes, putting me in the first place of every speedrun category of this game. Except that it has been beaten by... What? 1 hour and 25 minutes? How is it possible? Wait. I know this guy. Hold on a second. Yay! That's what I thought! This is not an any percent run, this is a Philosopher Stone one! Basically in Potion Craft, if you want to finish the game, you need to complete 10 chapters. That we can sum up by 3 big quests. The first one, I agree, is to get the Philosopher Stone. But it doesn't end here. You also need the Popularity 15, which takes around 20 minutes, and also to get all the salt recipes, which took me more than 1 hour in my run, because we need a lot of 5 effect potions all over the map. And this guy just uploaded his speedrun of the Philosopher Stone in the category where you have to finish the game. Its explanation for this? I think that the Any Person category should be renamed to all chapters, and Philosopher Stone should be added as a more Any Person-like category. Let me search quick. Any person simply means complete the game with any percentage of completion. No, Philosopher Stone is not finishing the game! Who does this in the speedrunning community? Come on! So I know that this guy just found his category to be added to speedrun.com, but the problem is that it has been validated and now we have a fake run in the world record. So I contacted the moderator who validated the run and I got this answer. Nothing, this guy doesn't answer, he's just too busy. So what do we do in this case? I think it's pretty clear, guys. We're gonna smash his time. So let's skip the tutorial and here is how it works. Control click to send ingredients in the pestle, we're gonna crush it. Shift click to send in the cauldron, boom, it creates a path on the map. Now we're gonna mix to move on it, and we just have to hit the cauldron when we are on this bubble. And ta-dam! We got our first fire potion. How do we know it's fire? It's written there. A nice 3 fire effect potion, whose recipe I will save so I can recreate it faster. So 3 is the maximum we can get for one type of effect, but we can add some different ones until 5. And that's what we're gonna do, we're gonna take explosion 1. And the last tool we didn't use is the water, so we can go towards the center. We can also hit the cauldrons on these whirlpools, so we're gonna teleport, that is pretty cool. So we can go to the lightning one, go back to the center for the frost one, and go back again to the center so we can take the poison one for a nice 5 effect potion. The reason why I do this potion now and why I change its name is because it gives a lot of XP, so we can take upgrades for producing and saving more ingredients. Now I'm gonna refuse some clients because the goal is to get this merchant, to which we're gonna buy this plant 3 times. And yeah, I'm also refusing the clients again, we don't need you guys. Let's just go garden, take some few ingredients so we can go back brewing. And this is why we needed these plants from the merchant, because we can go to the southeast. Now I'm gonna go on the healing potion and save a recipe, but I'm not gonna hit the cauldron and create it. We're gonna do this later, because we're gonna keep going to the fast growing potion. And this one is insane, guys, we can grow plants faster in the garden. So let's abuse it a little bit, we need so many ingredients in this run, guys. Now we could have played in easy mode so we have so much more ingredients, but I'm not creating the rules, guys. Actually, I'm not even sure there are rules for this category. We water the plant and we pass the day, so we can now go back to brewing. Yeah, we are alchemists, guys, we have to do this stuff a lot. And this time I'm gonna discover the strength potion. So in this run we will need every single effect in level 3, and for this we need to be exactly in the center of the potion on the map. You can see this with the Roman numbers on it. And it requires a bit of accuracy, it's not that easy, not gonna lie. That was a good one actually. I saved the recipe right before adding the effect, which is insane because I can just open the menu of the saved recipes and start back from this position, saving a lot of time and sanity. I don't want to do the same things over and over, please. The only issue is that we can save only maximum 12 recipes at the same time, so we need every time to delete the previous one to get a new one. So we just finished the stone skin potion, and it's now time for one of the most important, the slowness one. This one doesn't require that much ingredients, but it has a really good money value, so we will use it all the time. Okay, it's now finally time to take the healing one. And this is, I think, the last time we will use the crusher, because it saves a lot of ingredients by making their path longer, but it's so long to do it, so we'll use it only for the most important potions. And you can see that I'm hitting the cauldron every time before mixing, and this is because it makes traveling much faster. There are so many optimizations, guys, and we can save a few seconds on each recipe if we go crazy. But if you miss the potion, you lose so much time. So I'm gonna go medium fast, let's say. So here I'm gonna save an empty recipe so we can start back from here. And I'm gonna go to the dexterity one, save the recipe, brew a second one, and we can directly erase it because we don't have that much papers. We'll just need 2 of these potions later, we don't need more. And we're also gonna use this trick for the sleeping one before going to the night vision and save it. This one is a bit trickier, we need to dodge the bones, otherwise the potion breaks and we lose it. Okay, the brewing is almost finished for the moment, guys. We just need potion 3, and we gotta keep going to the acid one. And before finishing, we're just gonna take 1 big XP book, because we need this to complete the chapters, which will be useful later. And we'll also use the XP to get more popularity and more money from the sales. Yeah, it's finally time to do our job and sell potions! So for this we can recreate our recipes 5x5, which save a lot of time and ingredients. We also gotta buy 3 mushrooms from this guy. And from now on we can just pass every day selling potions and take care of the garden. So they're only asking for potion, healing, fire and frost, as long as we don't finish this quest. Otherwise it will unlock the future potions, which is not optimal at all because it is harder to find which potion they want and it has so much more ingredients. So the reason why we are selling that much potions is that we need the level 7 in popularity to finish the chapter 5 and unlock all the upgrades we need for the Philosopher stone. So as soon as we get the 60 on 60, it means that we are ready and we can finally discover the basement, finishing the chapter 2. And you know what time is it, guys? It is time for a bit brewing again. Okay, it's time to see the alchemist guy. And why is he not selling the alchemist machine? So I guess that there is something in the game that prevents him to sell it before the day 9, but that's really annoying for us because he can come only every 3 days. Let's pass all of them, I guess. And the witch came, so we can buy her these 2 mushroom seeds that we can plant in the garden. And let's use some grow potions, otherwise it will take 5 days to start to produce. There is also this important NPC who is selling some stones, and this is why the slowness potions are insane. We can just exchange them, they have a really good value. Okay, we need 3 merchants in this run, and they all came now, so that's cool. Let's take some plant seeds, and we will take most of them, even if we already have the plant type in the garden, because we need so much more ingredients. Oh my god, this garden is so full. Okay, we have more ingredients now, so we can go to the invisibility one. And we can do the combined one with levitation also. And look how powerful are the stones. You can just teleport through the deadly bones. Okay, finally we can buy this alchemy machine. We lost 3 days, but that's okay. So this machine is in the underground, and it works by putting some potions at specific locations to create some legendary recipes. And by activating the lever, we can create our first black crystal. I just created a second one and we got this dwarf again, so we're gonna buy some few more stones. We need so many. And we gotta pass a few more days again, we need this alchemist to come back. And right before he comes back, I'm just gonna create a few more potions. We took explosion. We're gonna save a good recipe here to go to the charm, rage and levitation. And we're gonna start back from the acid position, use 2 stones to go to the bottom, and we can teleport through there to finally get the necromancy one. This one is horrible to get without the right stone. And we are expecting this guy to come every 3 days, but he decided differently, so we lost 1 more day. I hope it will be enough for the world record. But we can finally buy the void salt recipe, which is important for finishing the next chapters. By the way, I'm trying to put the potions in the machine only when the clients are walking to us, because they take so much time. That's probably 2 seconds, but after a time it's a lot. And that's the void salt finished. Okay, nice stones, but it's still not enough. Please, we need more south and east. Yeah, this is how I call the ingredients. They all have a direction. It is so much more convenient like this. Day 20 and the alchemist is still not here. Please. Okay, we can get the upgrade for the machine. Nice. And we also finished the chapter 6, so we can finally unlock everything now. By the way, the upgrade made the machine a bit bigger, and it also unlocked the recipe for the white crystal, which you can bet we're gonna do now. And this is how it works. Every time we need to create the next crystal with the previous one, and the fifth one is the Philosopher stone. But for the two first crystals, we also need to create them twice, because we need to create the soul that is associated to it. So I'm gonna start to do the moon salt, but we don't have all the potions now. So we're gonna wait the alchemist to come again, because we need the oil map. This is basically a brand new map that we need to explore and that has a lot of new effects. It works a bit the same, there are just these weird oil pools that are making the path move a bit, but we don't care, we learned all the recipes by heart. So I saved the recipe on the way so I can go to the glue, stink, lightning resistance, poison resistance, acid resistance, and finally rejuvenation. And on the right of the map it's a bit the same, we're gonna take fire protection twice, slippery, shrinking and anti-magic. And finally we can go to the left for the last potions, where we're gonna take frost protection. Let me just save quick so we can start back from here. Save it, and we will have to do a 5 effect potion with this one. So basically we just have to combine 5 protection effects that we already saw. Let's keep it fast. And we can finally go to the last effect that we didn't do, the enlargement. But unfortunately for us, we also need to create a 5 effect potion. I love sending all the ingredients before and just going for mixing, that's so satisfying. And look at all the ingredients we have to put on this one. Like in my mind, all of them are east, southwest, northwest, etc. So it's like kind of confusing to put all of them at the same time, but I think I made it, so that's cool. Okay, we finished with the oil map, nice. And finally we can use the potion that we just created to create the moon salt. And you can see that this time the lever is not shining, which usually means that we did something wrong. But we didn't buy the moon salt recipe, which would be a lose of time, so the lever cannot shine. Oh, we just gotta hope. Nice, we did it right. In any case, you can see sometimes that I'm doing a quick save by just pressing F5. And if I press F7, I can do a quick reload of the last save, which is pretty insane. But we didn't have to use it this time. At this point we just need a few more potions, with this one combining 5 basic effects. And we finally got all the stones that we need from the miner. That was really close actually. Guess who we have to wait for? Okay, day 28, that's not the worst one, but that could be day 21, so we lost so much time on this. I hope it's enough. So now that we unlocked the last alchemy machine upgrade, we don't have to pass any days more and we can just create the next crystals, starting from the yellow one. But for the red one and the Philosopher stone, we didn't finish brewing, so we need to take the last effects of the map. We have 14 minutes to do it, guys. I hope we can make it. Okay, let's save here. Full north. A bit of moon salt so we can turn the potion to get level 3. That's one done. Okay, luck and perfume finished. Time for curse. Oops! Okay, I'm happy that I saved before. Let's quick reload this. Oh, freak, I think I forgot my setup. Quick reload. That's better. This is really curse potion, guys. Final touch. Let's go. Okay, only 3 potions left. Okay, fear done. Frick, I think I deleted the wrong recipe. I have to do it again. And I saved right after doing it. Okay, 8 east, 2 southeast, 1 stone south. 2 east, 1 stone east, 1 east, 3 southeast. We take the effects, we want her to go to the center. Then we go to necromancy. And it's time for the big toss, guys. Let's hope that I don't miss any. I hope it's good, come on. Okay, we should be good, guys. We did it first try. We just did 1 more potion with the growing ones, but this one is really easy. And we can go to make crystals. So I tried to remember the recipe by head, but it's kinda hard, so sometimes I have to check the recipe. But for this one, surprisingly, it was okay. The problem is just to find the potions on the right. And we created our red crystal. Now the little problem is that we need to recreate the very first recipe that we did in this run, but we don't have ingredients anymore to go to the east, guys. And I also don't have enough for a grow potion. So let's pass one day, and I forgot to water the plants, so let's pass another day. It's not like we have only 2 minutes to finish. Okay, nice, we have everything we need. Okay, this one goes there, the protection one, the fear, stinkers, the growing one, the night vision, and done! Philosopher stone finished! Nice! 44 minutes and 12 seconds. We beat it, guys. That's a world record for this new category. Or is it any person? I don't know. In any case, love to Upper Castle for this category. He just wanted to be added to speedrun.com, and that was so much fun to run this one. But please don't do this. We don't need this in speedrunning community. And also love to the moderator. He's just not available right now. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. See you for more speedrun.